Hi everyone, welcome to my channel International Storyteller. In this channel you will find true horror stories worldwide. These stories are for entertainment purpose only. In this video I will tell you the story of one of the most haunted airport in India called Shamshabad Airport. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport is an international airport that serves Hyderabad, the capital of the Indian state of Telangana. It is located in Shamshabad area, about 24 kilometers south of Hyderabad, and this airport is famously known as Shamshabad Airport. Thousands of people travel from this airport every month and people think that this airport is very beautiful, but no one knows the real shade of this airport. Only very few people working in this airport know the fact that this airport is one of the most haunted places. During the construction of this airport, many people were killed in the disputes of the land, and they were just thrown in the construction sites. This is a fact that only few people knows, and it is believed that this airport is haunted by the spirits of the same people who were killed at that time. There are few places in the airport where the passengers are restricted to go, only the employees are allowed to go to that places, and from the past 2 months no one dares to go alone, because there are few incidents which made them horrified. The first incident took place in 2009. This story was narrated by one of the employee who was working in that airport. One day he came to know that one of his colleague was not attending his shifts from 5 days. He tried to find the reason why his colleague was absent, and he got a very strange answer. Few days ago his colleague was working in the night shift, and the time was 1:30 a.m. No passengers are allowed in their working place. Everyone were sitting in one room and working. He was asked to go into the room to get some list from the file. No one works in that room, it is just used to store files and information. His colleague goes into that room and was about to switch on the light. Suddenly he finds someone sitting on a chair in front of the computer with his head on the table. He was surprised to see someone in that room wearing a civil dress. He didn't switch on the lights of that room because he was eager to know who that person was. The computer was switched on and that was the only source of light in that room. He goes near that person and tries to wake him up, but he doesn't get up. So he shout and push that person from the chair and the scary incident happened. The person get up and turns toward him very slowly with a big laugh. The face was very white in color, with the marks of blood all over, and the skin was very loose. His colleague came running out of the room and tell everyone about the incident. The airport security went in, but couldn't find anyone in that room, even the system was not turned on. He was stuck with high fever and shocked state and didn't attend the office for 9 days. At first people didn't believe that he saw a ghost. They just thought that it was just his imagination and maybe he was mentally upset and so he felt like he saw a ghost. But after few days one more incident took place which made everyone believe in ghost in the Shamshabad airport. Next incident took place at passenger boarding bridge which is used by passengers to board their flights. One of the bridge was used only 3 days a week by international flights. So, that day there was some international flight arriving, and one of the cleaner was cleaning the floor and the glass of the passenger boarding bridge. It was midnight, around 11:30 p.m. Few hours before the arrival of the flight, the cleaner was cleaning the floor of the passenger boarding bridge. Suddenly he could hear sound of footsteps coming near him. He turned his face and looked around, but couldn't find anyone. He continued with his work and again heard the same sound, but still couldn't find anyone near him, and this time he was very frightened. After a couple of minutes he could hear the sound with more intensity, this time he was holding his breath. He finished cleaning the floor and slowly turned his face towards the glass and started cleaning it. He looked at the glass reflection and saw someone cleaning the glass on the same place where he was cleaning. At first he thought it was his reflection from the glass. After few moments he came to know that it was not his reflection, and indeed someone was standing on the other side of the mirror. The cleaner was standing inside the bridge, and that person was standing outside the bridge like flying outside or standing in the air. The cleaner think that no person can stand in the air like that. So, that was naturally a ghost or spirit. He was horrified and started running out of that terminal and told everyone about the incident. The airport security came to that place, but could not find anyone near the passenger boarding bridge. After the two spooky incidents that took place in the airport, people working there were worried about this and started to walk in group, and at least 2 or 3 people are always together. Few months later, after the second incident, the third one took place. This happened on Monday at midnight. An international passenger flight arrived to the Shamshabad airport and got the clearance for landing from the air traffic controller. The pilot was landing the flight and was shocked to see that someone is standing on the middle of the runway facing the flight. So, the pilot took off again without landing and gave this information to the air traffic controller that someone was standing on the runway. The air traffic control room staff and the airport security hurried to see if anyone was there. But they couldn't find anyone on the runway. They even searched cargo section and all the place around the runway, but couldn't find anyone. So, air traffic controller gave clearance to the flight, and the pilots landed it safely. No one really know who was that person standing on the runway. They don't even know whether it was true or not, because they didn't find anyone when they searched. But everyone knows that pilots can't just simply lie. So this remained as one of the unsolved mystery of Shamshabad Airport. This haunted story in the Shamshabad Airport was known by few employees of the airport and are kept very secret. The authorities don't want this news to spread out as it will panic to the people. You can find small crystal on the floor in few places in the airport. This was not for decoration, but for the protection from these ghosts and spirits.